That thing you did 5 years ago that still makes you wince. Nobody remembers. That stupid thing you said at the party, forgotten before the night ended. That mistake that still makes you sweat at 3 a.m. You're the only one keeping it on replay. You're the sole audience member in a theater of shame, watching the same scenes over and over. Meanwhile, everyone else left the building years ago. They're living their lives, making their own mistakes, too busy with their own embarrassments to catalogue yours. Think about it. Can you remember the embarrassing thing your coworker did 3 years ago? The awkward thing your friend said last summer? The mistake your neighbor made that one time? No, because you're too busy being the historian of your own humiliation. Here's the truth that should set you free. People barely remember what they had for breakfast. They definitely don't remember your stumbled presentation from 2019, your awkward text from 2020, your emotional breakdown at that restaurant, your failed attempt at being funny. You think you're so memorable that your mistakes are tattooed in everyone's memory. But the reality? You were a brief moment in their very full day, a passing scene in their complicated life. Maybe, a funny story they told once and then forgot. The cringe compilation that plays in your head. You're the only subscriber, the only viewer, the only one who cares enough to keep pressing repeat. Everyone else has moved on, changed, forgotten. They've had 1,000 experiences since then, 100 of their own embarrassments, dozens of actually important things to think about. But you're still in 2018, apologizing to ghosts. Still in 2015, cringing at shadows. Still in 2021, replaying a moment that everyone else deleted to make room for new memories. You know what people actually remember about you? How you made them feel overall. Not the one time you messed up, but the pattern of who you are. Not your worst moment, but your general presence. Not your mistakes, but your energy. And even that's a vague sketch, not a detailed painting. Stop being the museum curator of your own shame. Stop maintaining archives nobody's visiting. Stop preserving moments that should have decomposed naturally. That embarrassing thing, let it go. They already have. That mistake, release it. It's only alive because you keep breathing life into it. That cringe moment, bury it. You're the only one at its funeral, and you've been standing there for years. Here's your permission slip. You're allowed to forget, allowed to move on, allowed to stop being the keeper of moments nobody else kept, allowed to be as forgiving with yourself as time has been with everyone else's memory. The statute of limitations on your shame has expired. Everyone else has granted you amnesty. You're the only one still prosecuting crimes nobody else remembers happened. You're not that important. And that's the most liberating thing you'll ever realize. Your mistakes aren't memorable. Your embarrassments aren't legendary. Your awkward moments aren't archived in anyone's brain but yours. Let them go. Everyone else already has. You're the only one still holding on, still replaying, still cringing. You're the only one who still cares. And honestly, even you don't need to care anymore. That moment you're torturing yourself with, it's time to forget it, just like everyone else already has. Join the rest of the world in not remembering. Join the rest of humanity in moving on. Join everyone else in the present, where that thing you did doesn't exist anymore. You're the only one still thinking about it. So stop. Just stop and watch how nothing, absolutely nothing changes, because it never mattered to anyone but you.